Rob in Chicago writes, there has been a lot of discussion lately about soundstage and the necessity of moving the speakers away from the walls and into the room to achieve that soundstage. But what about when that's impossible to do? When I visited Axpona this year, I was struck by how some setups would sound fantastic no matter where I was in the room. And in parentheses, PS Audio is in that category. Why, thank you, sir. While others had a distinct sweet spot you had to confine yourself to in order to be immersed. Amps and turntables are easily solved, but what do I do about speakers? Am I doomed to a subpar audiophile experience by default because of my small room? Well, there's a couple of solutions. Are you doomed? No. You're probably doomed not to have the same experience that you had at Axpona sitting in a far field situation. Because you have a small room and you can't pull the speakers out. So let's be clear. Loudspeakers in general, now there are some exceptions, but very few. Loudspeakers in general need room to breathe. You need to pull those speakers out and away from the wall behind them. And to the extent that you can get them into the room, you're going to have an amazing soundstage, which is something that we all desire, right? Excuse me. So that's just life in the big city. Now, there are things you can do about it. You can pull them out as far as you can, and if it's only 6 inches or a foot, I'm sure you can get it at least a foot away, right? I mean, just to get the wires in there. You can damp the back wall. You can diffuse the back wall. Maybe. Now, not everybody can. I understand that in a number of rooms, you've got a television, you're trying to share it with some bookcases or whatever. And in those cases, if you can absorb or diffuse in the back, that goes a long way towards helping that soundstage, even if you can't pull the speakers away. So that's a possible solution for you. The other one is, and this may not be ideal, move closer to the speakers, because the more you can get out of the room and the closer to the speakers, not to the point where they're headphones, but the closer you can get in your listening, a small little triangular listening area, you can get that soundstage that you're looking for, but it's a small sweet spot. In order to get a big sweet spot where you walk around the room and everything is, as you described, like on our room, going to have them away from the wall. And yes, you are doomed never to have that experience. But you can have a great listening experience with the right equipment and the right setup in a small room, but there are compromises to be made. And the world is all about compromise and how we get what we want and what we have to give up or contribute to get it. That's not the end of the world. So thanks for the question. Talk to you later. Bye.